Good afternoon. This webinar is for new students in the Electrical, Computer, and Energy Engineering department, which encompasses two majors, Electrical Engineering and Electrical and Computer Engineering. We'll be covering some registration tips and information about the department. You'll have the opportunity to ask us questions throughout the webinar using the Zoom Q&A function. If any of your other questions aren't covered by the end of the presentation, please feel free to email us. All right, who we are. So we are your academic advisors. So my name is Katie Chang and I'm the one talking to you during this webinar. And Maura Hollister is here also able to field questions. So you might be wondering, what do academic advisors do? One of the big things we do is help students choose classes that count towards graduation requirements and helps them explore their interests. We also help to coordinate events within the department, help students explore ways to be successful and make the most of their education, send out information on events, opportunities, internships, and updates, and other requirements. So if you see an email from us, make sure to read it. We also work on committees to help improve the overall student experience within the College of Engineering. So welcome to the department. Our program gives students many opportunities to get hands-on experience in engineering. Here are some examples of projects that students have worked on in their classes. So up here, this is a bunch of actual students of ours doing some really cool things. So this down here is a picture of an air harp where by breaking the air, it played music. We have students who have created video games before. People who have made guitar pedals. One of the great things about our department is that it gives you a lot of opportunities to explore your interests. So we're really excited that you're joining us. One thing I want to point out, students come in with a variety of experience, and many of our students don't have any hands-on engineering experience coming in. Our classes help you get to this point in these pictures here. So don't worry if you haven't done anything like this before. Choosing this degree makes you an engineer, and we're here to help you on that path. All right, communication. So your Colorado email is your official conduit for information. When you're emailing with us, you need to make sure that you're using your CU Boulder email, and that goes for any other staff or faculty member on campus. So there's something called FERPA, which helps protect your rights and privacy, and we want to make sure that we're maintaining that. And in order to do so, we need to only email with your Colorado email address because we know that was specifically assigned to you. If you do email us from another email address, we're going to just ask you to resend it. Other things to include in your email, your student ID number. If you don't include your student ID number, we'll email you back asking for it. Just because we have a lot of students, it's a big university, who have the same name. So we want to make sure that we're always looking at your information. Generally speaking, when you're communicating with us and others on campus, remember the 3 Ps, be professional, pleasant, and polite. And what you can expect from us. We only respond to emails during regular business hours, and so over the summer that's 7:30 to 4:30. During the regular school year that's 8 to 5, and it may take 3 to 5 business days for us to respond, just depending on the volume of emails that we have. All right, so enrollment windows. This is probably one of the big things that you're wondering about. All students must complete the online orientation in order to choose an enrollment window. After you've completed that, 24 hours later, you can choose a window through My CU Info. And just so you know, the enrollment windows are spaced out throughout the summer, but we have seats reserved for each window, so just because you're in a later enrollment window doesn't mean that you won't have access to seats in the classes that you want. More seats will open up each window, and the last window won't be stuck with the most inconvenient times. All right, choosing courses. So right now, you've been pre-enrolled in Math, ECEN 1100, and ECEN 1400. ECEN 1100 and 1400 are first-year courses for our students. You'll have the chance to meet your peers and get to know them as you work on projects together. You might be wondering, what else should I take? So some recommended courses are Physics 1110 or a Humanities and Social Sciences class, or both of those. If you're enrolled in pre-calc, we recommend that you take one of these courses, eBio 1210 or Chemistry 1211. And the chemistry course is only if you've taken chemistry in high school before, just because we want to make sure that you're prepared to be successful in it. You might have taken the math placement exam already, and one of the things that we want to do is make sure that you're ready for the math class that you're in. Sometimes students are transferring in AP credits or courses from other schools, and we just want to make sure that you're ready for math here at CU Boulder. So if you have credit from another institution, what we recommend you do is check your readiness with the APPM archived exams. And so you want to take one of these and make sure that what you've learned previously is equivalent to what you'll learn here. So what you want to do is take one of these exams without a calculator, timed, and then grade yourself. If you score below a 70%, you should talk to your advisor and consider retaking that math course. So I'll show you a little bit of what that website looks like. So this is the APPM archived exams. So say you have credit for Calculus 1 from an AP exam. What you want to do is go in, check out Calculus 1 from Applied Math, check out a final exam, and test yourself with this. It tells you how many points each question is worth, and the solutions are also available as well. Transfer credits. So, if you want to know how credits have transferred over, what you'll need to do is check your degree audit. You can refer back to the general advising webinar for help with doing this. It'll give you some specific directions on how to check that. Credits need to be sent separately from high school transcripts. So if you earn them from another institution, you'll need to have them sent from there, not just a record of it on your high school transcript. Same thing for AP exams. And if you have AP credit, you'll want to go to collegeboard.com, log in, and have those AP scores sent to us. If you need help with this, contact the new student and family programs for questions and help. All right, registration. So here are a few tips to help you out with registration. You'll want to be able to identify what's open, closed, and waitlisted. So open means that there are seats still available in that class. Closed means all the seats have already been filled. And then waitlist is a queue that can be, you can be added into a class at a later time if a seat opens up. But just so you know, you can't add to the waitlist over the summer. So in future semesters, you'll be able to use the waitlist option, just not right now. Other tips for registration. If you check out our registrar's office website, they have some tips for adding classes and doing things like swapping times. So if you go to their website here, you'll see over to the side, register for classes, and you want to know how to drop something from your schedule. If you click here, it'll walk you through the process of doing that. Same for adding a class or swapping class times. This is a really useful website and might be a good one to bookmark. Other things that you might want to do, choosing a humanities and social sciences course. So if that's something that you're adding onto your schedule for the fall, there's a lot of options to choose from. And so this website outlines all of the things that you can take. So some of those things are going to be foreign language classes, or if you just want to see a list of classes that can be used towards it, clicking on one of these links here are going to show you some other options. And so this just gives you the big picture on all the options that are out there. Clicking this link will also help you with searching for it. You can also go to our search classes website and search based off of distribution area, arts and humanities. And you just want to make sure that you are choosing that or the social sciences distribution. So don't worry too much about being enrolled in the wrong class, because we'll be checking your schedules throughout the summer and making sure that you're signed up for things that are going to help you meet your degree requirements. One thing that I do want to note, for the humanities and social sciences, like I said, taking a foreign language class is an option to fulfill these requirements. So there's something called MAPS, which looks at the courses that you've taken in high school and how those are going to kind of help prepare you for college and meet your college requirements. If your MAPS foreign language requirement is showing up as incomplete, talk to your advisor about your humanities and social sciences courses, because you're probably going to want to take foreign language classes to meet those requirements. And so you'll know if you have an incomplete in this because there'll be a red box with an X in your degree audit next to engineering MAPS foreign languages. So just talk to us about it and we'll help explain it more. Other useful things, the ECEE website, student resources. This is a website you definitely want to bookmark. I link this website in so many emails and also use it a lot during my appointments with students. The student resources part of our website has things like our help guide, it has a petition form, it has our curriculum flowchart, and also lists some support services for students. One thing I would definitely recommend on the website is download the help guide. If you just click this link, it'll automatically download the Word document for you. I've downloaded the help guide and I've color coded it for my own benefit. It's something that I recommend every student have a copy of on their computer. And then you'll also see useful things like our flowcharts. So if you're an electrical engineering student, you can open up the flowchart and see the general sequencing of courses for the major. Student organizations. So there are many ways to get involved on campus. Student organizations are a great way to explore your interests, and there's a nice combination of engineering and non-engineering student organizations out there. One that I want to put in a plug for is ECEE, the Electrical Engineering Student Society. So this is a really great organization that helps us advisors out with events. They also do things like plan community building events. So in the past they've done pancake dinner, donut Mondays. They also put together something called Tech Talks. So Tech Talks are where someone from industry or a faculty member comes in and they talk about what they do. This can be really great for finding internships when you get to that point, or making faculty connections. Connections to faculty are going to be really important later on for getting involved in research and also getting references once you're out on the job market. Other resources to be aware of in the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. We have our own tutoring center within the College of Engineering, which is definitely worth checking out. Other things that we offer, academic coaching. Academic coaching is a really cool program where you get to meet with trained faculty members who can help you come up with individual plans to help you be successful. Other things that you might find helpful, career services. We have one specific to the College of Engineering who help our engineering students out. We also have an engineering library and an electrical engineering specific librarian. Her name is Rebecca, and she'll be really helpful once you get started working on papers and projects. Changing majors. So if you want to change your major, you want to contact the admissions office about that. And you can do this up until the first day of classes. You may need to put in a new application if you're trying to choose a major outside of the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, so just be aware of that. Once you complete your first semester, we could always talk more about double majoring or adding minors and certificates, which leads me to my next slide. There's a lot of academic options out there for you to customize your experience. So some students are interested in double majoring or earning dual degrees. Lots of students pick up minors along the way or certificates that kind of highlight some specific areas of interest for them. Other things we can talk about are our BS/MS program, graduate school, study abroad, and internships. I know sometimes engineering students come in thinking that they can't study abroad, but we're here to tell you that that's definitely a possibility. There's plenty of time for us to talk about this in the fall, and we're happy to do that in one-on-one meetings. Common questions that we get from students and from their families are, what are some jobs that people do with an electrical or an electrical and computer engineering degree? So the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences reports that 91% of engineering graduates are employed in graduate school or in the military within 6 months of graduation. Some popular jobs for ECEE students are going into cybersecurity, robotics and drones, embedded firmware and systems engineers, technical project manager, software engineer, biophotonics and biotechnology, and satellite and space technology. And there's a lot of other options out there. These are just some common popular areas of interest that students have. During your time here, you'll learn a lot more about jobs from faculty, college events, and also from talking to your peers. All hands meeting. So this is a mandatory department meeting that occurs at the beginning of the semester. This is something that all students must attend, as it is the only way to get lab access. So make sure that you bring your student ID card, because that's how we'll grant lab access to you. Other things we do during this meeting is give updates on our department. We'll have an opportunity for you to do Q&A with faculty, and you'll also get to hear a little bit more about student organizations. This is going to be on August 27th or 28th, so you have to choose one of those dates from 5 to 7 p.m. And don't worry, we'll provide refreshments for you as well. Alright, we have a message for you from our tech guy. Some of these little tips come from him. Take advantage of your identity at colorado.edu Google Drive as a backup using Google Backup and Sync. So if you log in through Gmail, you can access your Colorado account there and back things up on their cloud storage. This is definitely something that's useful and something you can take advantage of. The first time that you get on the UCB wireless, make sure you go to www.msn.com because this is not a secure page, so your browser won't block CU's attempt to take you to the sign-in page. If you log in through other browsers, it may block you from doing that and cause problems. Other tips. When you're looking for the answer to CU-specific questions, try adding site:colorado.edu, but not with the quotes, to the end of your Google search. So searching through Google can help provide some better results, help you find things a little bit more easily. You just want to make sure that it's also directing you to the colorado.edu website. Another thing that you'll need to do is fill out the lab policy form in order to get room access. So this is a link that you'll need to click and fill out as well. Alright, so this concludes the webinar. What I'd like you to do is reach out to us with any questions that you may have. Once we get closer to the start of the semester, you'll hear a little bit more about Engineering Launch, but this will be an opportunity for you to come onto campus and get to know some other engineering majors and get involved with campus. So we'll see you in August. So this is goodbye from Katie and Maura.